Yo, Black Eggs and Ham Show. Back at it again. Welcome. This is gonna be done on the Lord's Day, and then Memorial Day will be on Monday. And then when people get barbecue popping and potato salad, and
Is that the first thing you think is potato salad?
I like potato salad.
I love potato salad.
Yeah, but I think I'm only talking about the shit I like, though. I don't care what other people want to do. I don't know what else you guys are doing.
Yeah, barbecue and potato salad.
Yeah, barbecue, potato salad. I don't know if there's a dessert for Memorial Day. Pie?
Depends on what neighborhood you grew up in.
If you're black.
Well, I said it in a more PC way. So it depends on what neighborhood.
There is no other. If you black, then, black people ain't putting out pie for Memorial Day.
I love cake. Cake is just my favorite. So
You know what's lazy? Sock it to me cake.
why is it lazy?
Because they always buy it from Vons or like someplace. They always buy it. Nobody's making sock it to me. They're not making it.
Okay, so what goes into Sakatumi cake?
It's just regular white cake. If I'm not mistaken, white cake. The top is browned, and then they have glaze over it with the peanuts or the almonds or whatever the fuck.
Okay, I didn't know about the almond part.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, nobody's making sakatumi cake, and they always have sakatumi cake.
Mm.
And they did change the name, by the way. Change it.
Yeah.
Why are you calling it that?
Yeah, you're gonna have to make me look up the origin of Sakatumi cake.
It don't sound good. It sounds like domestic violence. I don't know if somebody was, that's what she ate after it happened. Every time my mom and dad went at it, we always had cake after. So my childhood was very mixed. It was up and down.
Southern different.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so
I didn't like the fact of my mom getting hurt, but I will always look forward to that cake after.
Well, let's see. Let's see what it says here.
Aretha Franklin?
Yeah, its face is the outro of Aretha Franklin's 1967 hit "Respect," which means something like "Lay It on Me." So yeah, "Sock It to Me" is how the cake got its name.
So they got the name from Aretha Franklin, right?
Yeah, you said Urethra.
My bad. So they got the name from her.
Yeah, supposedly.
So is she getting paid for Sock It to Me?
No. Let's see. The answer is "Sock It to Me," which is how the cake got its name. I don't know. I mean,
she's not getting Sock It to Me.
But I've heard it being said a long time, and obviously it's the origin is Southern.
Yeah.
But maybe that's the whole point of it, that it was supposed to be simple. But no, you're saying it's simple. You're saying they're lazy because they don't even make it; they just buy it at the store.
That too, both things. Because you didn't even come up with the name. You just like, oh, who said that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna apply the name. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have wings that's named Drop Down and Get Your Eagle on? No. Nelly said it. I'm not gonna just apply fucking song names to my food. That's lazy. That's lazy.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. It's not hard. It's like coming out with a sauce called truffle butter. And mind you, truffle butter is a sexual term. So if I come out with a sauce called truffle butter and people buy it, like, where you get the name from? Oh, Nicki Minaj and whoever the hell.
Truffle butter.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what that means.
You don't want to know. It's nasty.
That seems nasty.
It's actually pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about that. That's some stuff you want to keep your kids from. But
buttery sour cream, bundt cake, layered ribbon of brown sugar, cinnamon, pecans in the middle, topped with vanilla icing. It sounds good.
What?
The Sock It to Me cake.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But anyway, Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day.
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
Sock It to Me cake.
No, not the cake. Barbecue chicken. I don't know. Your dessert is probably gonna be, liquor. That's what everybody's dessert is. It's always liquor.
Except mine.
Liquor's the dessert. Yeah, except for you. But everybody's barbecuing. Everybody acts like they have a happy fucking family, and they're they're getting along, and they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up? You seen you in a long time, man. Hey." They give you hugs, and
Are they wearing matching T-shirts? Oh, no, that's just the family
that's like
reunions.
4th of July and shit.
That's the family reunions, right?
Yes, family. Well, that's kind of weird to do that on Memorial Day. It's like, why are y'all wearing? You made shirts for this day? It's like this day isn't big like that. Black people make a shirt just because they off that day. Like, oh, you off that day? I'm about to make you some shirts. It's like, bro, it's like 7 people here. You don't do that's a waste of money. We're never gonna put these shirts on again. I'm gonna use it to wash my car.
Yeah, that's a funny thing too. That people act like they're gonna be wearing it to work or something.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I'm not wearing this again. You gonna hang it up? No, this is not a special moment for me. You know what special moment when my son was born? Like I don't keep the aftermath in a jar. Like, oh,
Is that what we're calling it these days? The
yeah, I'm
aftermath?
calling it aftermath because it's a lot of cooking stuff. It's a lot. It's pieces. There's juices. So it's like
You grossing me out.
that's jar material. That's what I'm saying. A shirt you could just pin on the wall, but anything outside of a hatchet wound, you need to like put that in a jar.
I hatchet wound.
Yeah, but because you don't want to say I don't want to get in trouble here. You can't say the real what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to say like honey pot or something like that, because you can't get in trouble for that.
Yeah, and when you say trouble, you mean YouTube trouble.
Yes, they know what a honey pot is.
When is the YouTube algorithm running your life now?
I actually had to delete my last podcast.
Really?
Yep,
No kidding.
for that boxing take I did.
Oh, why?
They
The
they
video?
said that it was copyright. They said it was copyright. It's like, oh, you copyright. This is from somebody. Somebody owns this.
You mean the video?
Mm-hmm.
Running the video, even though it was like reaction
Didn't matter.
style.
Didn't matter.
Interesting.
They muted me all the way up.
Huh.
I was like, that's crazy. I had to delete it.
Yeah, well, maybe boxing has this particular thing where they do that.
I don't know if it was the Zone or I forgot. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, but and maybe that could.
It
be
might be the
too.
Zone.
And maybe that could be too. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was somebody else's content. Got it, and they created it. Okay.
I
that makes
mean,
sense.
yeah, but I mean, your content is all over YouTube though,
That's true. I mean, it is public. Well, not public, but it's out there.
and other people are using it on their platform. That's why I'm like, why are you getting me?
Oh, so you feel like they singled you out?
I don't know. I'm nobody, but
Yeah.
I did get my shit got muted. That's why I'm like, why my shit getting muted?
Yeah.
And I'm not about to be like, oh, it is for review. YouTube got too much to deal with to be worried about why they did or did not mute me.
Hmm.
So I was like, I'll delete it.
And the worst part about it was just a computer that made a decision.
That's
It
so
wasn't even nobody looking at it.
and I never know that. I always assume there's like a guy like,
No.
oh,
It's
no.
a computer. And two, what you can do is you can always appeal that, and then that's when a human will look at it and go, okay, and then they'll leave. It
Oh,
alone.
okay.
So you could probably do it because I had to do that one time.
So I had to get to the human.
Yeah, you got to get to the human now. They got computers at the front lines.
That's what's up. iRobot. That's iRobot.
It's still an awesome movie.
Yeah, but Will Smith went from iRobot to slapping people, and now you got these damn computers telling us what to do on their own platforms. I don't like it.
Well, on a side platform, side note, platform. Do you think he's on his way back?
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually isn't he? He just did Bad Boys.
That's what I'm saying. Do you
Yeah.
think he's on his way back?
He was never going to be gone.
Well, a lot of people thought he was going to be gone.
That's people who don't understand the staying power of a star.
Yeah.
Will Smith has staying power.
Yeah, and the funny thing, I think what helped him is a lot of people have sympathy for him over his relationship issues, how this, his wife just sort of put everything on blast.
Her dragging him helped a lot.
Yeah.
So that we can feel sorry for Will now.
Yeah, it offset the slap.
Yeah, of course.
And even the slap is theoretically controversial, but
Of course.
it's not like he went and did something that people can look at and just go, that's wrong. He did something where people go, oh, that's controversial. And then there's this other thing.
And this is his first, well, this is his second slap, actually.
Second slap.
This is his second slap. His first slap was a guy trying to give him a kiss on the cheek.
Uh-huh.
And there was like I think it was like a red carpet event. And there was a guy, it was a French guy. I mean, this is America.
Oh, like a cultural thing for them.
I guess. I don't know. This is America.
Uh-huh.
And he tried to give him a hug and like kiss him on the cheek. And he's like, hey, man. And he backed him up. And he popped, like gave him a little pimp pop.
Really?
Yeah. I've watched that video a lot. It's so funny. To just see
Was
Will
was the guy
Smith,
offended?
and I don't know how far in close this was to Ali, but it was like a little, it was like a Al Pacino esque kind of. Hey, man. It was, but you can, I was like, oh, I mean, I want to see Will Smith play Iceberg Slim because of that.
Mm.
I just want to see Will Smith just be a pimp, play Iceberg Slim, and just start giving this little, hey man, it's my street, and pop. It it wasn't this,
Mhm.
you know. That's what I Slapper's always like that. Whoever thinks of doing this, I've never thought of it. That's the most disrespectful
Uh-huh.
and subtle slap I've ever seen in my life. It was so disrespectful though, and so many people seen it. It was in the midst of people. Just pop. But you can't talk about him. It's, you know, we might come in the studio. If I get slapped with Will Smith, it's lit. You know, we all doing it. We all trying to start fires to get known now. So
Yeah, if I get slapped by Will Smith, I am flipping over chairs,
yeah,
throwing myself out a
I'm gonna not get up.
window.
I'm gonna not get up.
Yeah, I'm throwing myself out the window.
I'm gonna not get up. I'm gonna be like that slap hurt. I mean, he
Yeah,
did Ali for God's sake.
yeah, he broke my jaw,
I'm gonna go to
broke
court. I'm
my
like, this man did Ali. You don't think he could punch people? I'll really lay into it.
You ever heard that term where people say, they have to register his hands as a lethal weapon or something like that?
Boxers, yeah.
Do you
And
know that's actually
fighters.
not true?
If you're a professional, if you're a professional,
Yeah.
you don't have to go register your hand. It's not, you're not like fucking Judge Dredd and you like but like once you get your when you become professional, you sign like a contracts and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff like that. Legally, you can hurt people, like you can kill people.
So you're saying if you got in a bar fight that you could they would like take that into account the fact that you're a professional boxer,
If
like if you knock the guy out or hurt the
yes,
guy.
in court, if that guy was to press charges and that lawyer looks
Mhm.
into the fact of you being a
Yeah.
boxer,
Yeah.
it'll work against you in court.
Which is crazy. So think about it. One bar, two different fights,
Mhm.
two guys knock out two other guys in totally separate fights.
Yeah.
You're a boxer. Both of y'all go to court. One guy gets, oh, it's a minor,
Yeah.
double battery thing,
Yeah.
and then you go to jail because you're a boxer.
Yeah, you should not have been punching people, and you should better
That's
control
crazy.
yourself. You are you practice under a certain kind of craft that teaches you how to hurt people.
Yeah.
So you can't just walk outside, toss down some Jack Daniels, and want to punch somebody in the face because they pissed you off. You can't do that. They look at it like it's no different than a comedian on stage. Hey man, you should be able to take this. You should be able to take it. So what? I'm heckling you at your job. You should be able to take it. And it's like, no, bro, just don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like that's your job. So it's the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, you're a boxer. You should be in control of your emotions to the point where you're not fighting pedestrians.
Mm.
That's all it is. It's nothing. It's nothing grandiose at all. It's very simple.
Yeah.
And I think I apply that to just men in general.
Right.
You shouldn't be doing that. Like you have to control your emotions. You know. But I mean, what can you do? People don't do it. People like to use their emotions a lot, and I think that affects all of us as a whole. You know, affects people that we love. It affects um situations that didn't have to go the way they went. They could have actually went the right way if calmer heads prevailed, but it doesn't happen. A lot of us have issues with our family members that lead to blow ups, that lead to misunderstandings, and you just don't really know how to right the wrong, and you're not even sure if it's a wrong or not. You're just like, I think we're all confused and we see things from a different perspective, but I'm so in my ego and this person is so into what they think something is that we can't find a connect. And that keeps us at odds, and it might just stay that way forever. And I in my situation specifically, I'll say that for people who know me fairly well, uh they know I won't even say I could be a difficult person because I think that's too broadly put.
Hmm.
But I'll say that I'm very direct, I'm very eccentric, uh I'm outspoken and I'm opinionated, but I'm not outspoken and opinionated to the degree of me wanting to hurt your feelings. I'm outspoken and opinionated to the degree of in Like, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want you to leave me alone. Like, I would show it in my body language that I don't want to talk to you. And I hope that you would see that so I don't have to say anything. And that's not even being mean. It's just me. It's you not being able to read social cues, which is your fault. If you can't read social cues, that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? But people tend to only fall back on emotions. Oh, emotionally, I felt that you should have reciprocated what I gave you in that moment. And I'm like, well, I don't like you. So I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. I'm not fake. I'm not
Mhm.
doing that.
Yeah.
You know, emotionally, I know I don't talk to you that well. I mean, that much. Emotionally, I know that we don't have much of a connection, but seeing as how I'm kind of like family, we should just be cordial. No. No. You're still a person to me. To me, you're still a person. So I don't view I think bloodline is at this time and age of people in general, I feel like bloodline is just faucet water. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think it's about connection. I think it's about connection. It's solely about connection.
Mhm.
Um, I think the bloodline stuff is ridiculous. People saying, "Oh man, that's that guy's family." So what? Connection. I don't know him. Hey man, I'm your cousin. That's what's up. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what do you want out of this? Like I don't get I just don't do and people aren't used to people doing that. That's my issue at this current time. People aren't used to people reacting that way.
Uh-huh.
And for me, it's normal. I don't think it's wrong. I'm like, you're a person. Whether you are related to me or not, you're a person. I am very detailed and I do pay attention to shit I probably shouldn't pay attention to because it would seem obsessive. But honestly, I don't know you. And I don't want to get to know you just because you're my cousin. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Just off of this basic stuff that I've heard come out your mouth, I don't want to talk to you. I don't care if you're my cousin or not. And if I don't want to talk to you, so what? So what?
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. You see, I like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can also like look at it like, let's say you got that situation where you going through Facebook. I know not a lot of people do Facebook, but
Yeah.
you go through Facebook and you get, you get this message from somebody you knew in high school, right? Or somebody you hung out with in high school, like buddies, right? And you ain't talked to him. Hey man, how you doing? Da, 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 right?
Mhm.
And so you reminisce for a minute. We should get together, this and that. And then what ends up happening is you never get together
I won't.
because your life has a flow to it already.
Yes.
And it's not just gonna immediately like make room for this guy because that was a whole different time, a whole different deal.
Yeah.
And it just sort of moves on. And then, that person gets, oh, you never called me or whatever, whatever. Well,
Now,
sorry
in that instance, if I say, "Hey, man, look, I don't really know you like that."
anymore.
Yeah, I know that we went to high school together, all this other kind of stuff, but I think that kind of means nothing to me in the grand scheme. There's a certain way I live, even though I understand the flow part. There's a specific way I live my life to where I don't want any inconvenience if I could avoid it. If I could avoid inconvenience, I'll do anything to do it. I'll go to a puffy party if I could avoid inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? I don't like inconvenience, bro. I hate it. I'm like, especially if it didn't have to happen. If I didn't need it, if you apply the inconvenience to me, it pisses me off a lot.
Uh-huh.
Cause I'm like, why? Why do you do that? Like, I don't do that to you. I would never try to inconvenience a person ever. I would even worry about it. I'm like, am I inconveniencing you? Yeah, a little bit. Oh shit, my bad, man. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But I would have already thought about that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm like, oh man, like I want to come up to the studio early today or whatever. And then I would be like, but what if he's doing something? He might be doing something. I mean, I know usually I do, but what if this time he's doing something? And like I'm barging in. You know what I'm saying? Like I would think about shit like that.
Yeah.
So many people, it's just a fucking bubble of air right there. And the only thing inside of it is not caring about other people. because they don't think about it.
Right.
They don't think about it. It's like you could be a fucking nuisance to people and not realize it.
You could almost sum up like all of human action into one word is priority.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, if you think about it like a 15-year-old gang member walks up and shoots and kills some multimillionaire guy with a huge family,
Mhm.
it's not because he's evil. It's because in his priority, looking good in front of his gang is more important than your life or anything else, right?
Okay.
And so we make our decisions just sort of based on what we prioritize in our life, what's most
See,
important to us.
but I feel like that's a situation to where he is solely thinking about himself in terms of doing an action to somebody, opposed to a person who is deeming that you hurt their feelings because you didn't operate how they wanted you to. I think those are two different things. Cuz that is easy. This one is easy. Like, all right, well, I
Yeah.
don't know, everybody don't think that way. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it still comes down to the priority, right? It's
Yeah.
like here's what's important to me.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought it was going to be this way,
Yeah.
and for you, it's not that important to you. You know?
And I mean, I think self-awareness is lost so much these days. It's crazy to not. I think it's kind of borderline sociopathic to not be self-aware. Cause like, what is wrong with you?
It,
Like,
it takes a while to learn yourself, though. You gotta. It's hard to listen to. It's a lot of stuff going on,
but
social media, all that. But
I'm not God. No, I'm not
come
bailing
on,
him
let's
out.
blame social media,
No
man. Come
way.
on.
No way, dude. That's too easy. That's the thing. People like just people getting bombed and motherfuckers is out here setting up their phone to fucking cry about something that happened. That happened to them.
Mm,
They set the phone up. That's crazy to me.
yeah. And then
Oh,
make sure it had captions just in case you were
yeah.
listening.
So after the video was over, did you stop it and start and finish? And then was like, this is gonna be good.
Oh, and then you look back, you see there's edits in there, some cuts.
Come on, bro. And then you look for a song? You're crazy. There's too many crazy people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, we need to cut this shit out. People have problems. I have problems too. Not saying that. I don't have those kind of problems.
Mm.
That's like boss level shit. Like there's something mentally wrong with you doing something and you're actually crying. You have tears in your eyes. Did it take a minute to muster it up so you could, oh man, I gotta really knock this video out for a lunch break? That's weird.
Yeah, because if you just wanted to go on and just give your peace of mind or whatever, it would be pretty raw. It'd be like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
This just happened. Blah 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 blah
Yes.
blah." Later, post.
And you don't have to do
Yeah.
that. You don't even have to do that. I've just seen a video of this girl who quit Amazon and she's recording while she's leaving the place. Talking about I gave too much to this job. I gave too much of my life to this job. I was working 12-hour days,
Right.
which is crazy. And I'm like, is she like still there? Because I'm like, I thought you would be outside, right?
Yeah.
She's in the warehouse, clocking out for the last time, she said.
Mm.
And then walking, and I can see other workers like, I'm like, do you really need this? And then did a follow-up video because there were comments. And she said, oh, I didn't expect for this video to blow up this much, but I'm going to answer some of the comments.
Yeah.
And people were saying, you took that job, right? You took that job. I mean, you could quit, but I'm just saying, don't get mad if you took the job. Oh, Amazon has always sucked. Who cares? Like, we all knew Amazon sucked. You should have knew that before you got the job.
Yeah.
Okay, some of that stuff.
In companies that big, it almost doesn't make a difference. You know
No.
what I mean? Because it's like if they said name the best company to work for and the worst company to work for. And Amazon would probably be the best company to work for and at the same time be the worst company to work for, just
Yeah.
because there's so many workers.
Yes.
In terms of number of votes. So it's like your little complaint doesn't really matter.
And it's not even a crumb.
Yeah.
Your complaint is like a molecule. Can we get smaller than that? Can you get smaller than a molecule?
I think atoms
Matter?
matter. Now you're gonna have me looking that up.
Cause it's like, who do you think you are? You're nobody. You're fucking a nobody to these people. It's Amazon. This dude's a billionaire. He's trying to go in space. He's nuts. That's why I'm like, they don't give a fuck. Hey, if a whole warehouse quit, they wouldn't give a shit. They'll hire them people back in a week. What are we talking about?
Yeah, electrons are the smallest. Protons and electrons
Protons and electrons.
make up atoms, which make up molecules.
Okay, so
There you
atoms are
go.
bigger then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a proton. I can't wait to start using that shit. Oh, you're like a proton, bro. Don't even worry about it. It's like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? You're like a proton to them, bro. Don't sweat it, bro. You know what time I talk about? Dude. And I've been told that I could be a bummer. But even at work, I'd be like, hey man, look, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Just do your fucking job.
Mm.
And people be like, oh, yeah, but like, this is making me angry. Can you do something about it right now? No. Okay. Get up and do your fucking job. Cause nothing's gonna happen after you feel how you feel, but do your job. And then feel that shit when you go home.
Yeah.
And of course, some people will deem that to be toxic or, masculinity could be, they drop that shit in any kind of box, masculinity.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I think there's a get shit done era that needs to be applied to some people. And we don't have time for, again, emotions. We don't have time for that. That shit don't pay your bills. Does crying on TikTok pay your bills? Give me a person who all they do is cry on TikTok. And they fucking shit is sky high. I want to see them. That's their job. I'm crying for Israel.
No, the funny thing is if they catch attention and then they get, invited to to the Today Show or something, and they come on and they gotta cry the whole time.
You gotta cry.
Yeah. That's your brand now.
They're not gonna cry the whole time, but they're gonna go on. You know what? If you go on to the Today Show and you come out smiling, your brand is done.
Oh yeah.
You need to come out sad, not crying.
Yeah.
Come out sad and be like, yeah. And then like the host is like, hey.
Yeah. And
how you doing?
And then you start crying.
You like, everything sucks. All of this shit is for naught.
I just passed a bum on the street.
We're all gonna die.
A puppy.
The war is coming, guys. Do you know the war is coming? The whole crowd wants to clap so bad because they're used to doing it. And they're like, what are we supposed to do? Like, and all of a sudden there's people in the crowd crying. Like, why is the little girl crying so much? Like, it's confusing.
Why Facebook had to put emojis in. Because when somebody talks about going to a funeral, you can't give them a thumbs up. And you can't give them a thumbs down. So you got to have something else.
A cry emoji?
Or a care emoji, things like that.
What is that? What does that look like?
I think like a little thing holding a heart or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's just a heart emoji.
No, it's so you're gonna make me look it up now.
I think that's just a heart emoji. I never seen no hands carrying a heart. I never seen that. That's like some Red Cross shit.
No, dude. Here, I'm gonna show it to you right now. Let's see. I'll put it on the screen.
Oh,
yeah.
You know everybody don't have that, right?
Well, I think most of them have it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And for a while, I was the only one that had it, and I barely used that bad boy. I mean, the only time I used it was like for when somebody died.
Yeah.
Or when somebody had to get surgery or some shit, because they might not come back from that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let me hit you with the care.
Well, there you go.
I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to hit you with the care, though.
Well, yeah, but it means sympathy as opposed to thumbs up. Can you imagine? My condolences, my friend just died. You all thumbs up.
That's what's up, dude. I mean, we all got to go. I get it. We all got to go.
So, what do you want people to take from what you've been talking about with regard to family? Let's close this out.
I'll say that, except people say that everybody's different, right? The same people who say that kind of shit don't believe it. They don't believe it. They're just saying that shit because that's what you're supposed to say when you don't agree with somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's true.
Okay.
When motherfuckers disagree, they say, oh, everybody's different. Everybody to each his own. And say, okay, that's cool. So what do you think about what I said?
Yeah, but
everybody's different.
But that is the underlying truth, though. Everybody is different.
It's a cop-out. It's a cop out because you got emotions, you got feelings about what I said.
It's an explanation for why people disagree. It's an overall objective explanation.
I won't let anybody get away with that. I'm not letting you get away with that. How do you feel about what I said? How do you feel about how I said you're acting? Let's talk about that. Oh no, everybody's different. No, you're a piece of shit. So no.
Oh, you wanna have judgment.
I mean, it's
So you
deserved.
so you don't agree with the thing where people can just agree to disagree?
I agree with that.
Because think about it.
But the details behind that matters.
But it still comes down to priority, right? I think a
Yeah.
certain way, therefore, just
Let
like a man and a wife getting a divorce. Let's say the man is thinking from the standpoint of this is a partnership.
uh-huh.
If something happens to me, you should be able to step up or help me with this because this is a partnership.
Yeah.
Where the woman is thinking, well, this is a partnership from the standpoint of I do my part and you do your part. And if you can no longer do your part, I can have the ability to leave because you couldn't do your part.
Okay.
It's two different philosophies.
Yeah.
You can argue to each other about how it should be, shouldn't be, whatever. But if this different people believe, then it's like, okay, well, we can agree to disagree. It's
I agree with agree to disagree.
all right.
That was a lot to say. But I agree with that. I'm just talking when it comes to like somebody saying, "Hey, I think men wanting women to stay in the kitchen. I think men having these wild takes on a woman's body count. I think that's crazy. I think that's a wild thing for a man to bring up when he's looking for a suitor. When looking for somebody to lay with or be with in life,
Mm-hmm.
if you're focused on a body count at a certain age, I think that's dumb to want a low
Yeah.
number. And then a person says, "No, I actually think that makes sense to me. I mean, if you go out here fucking a bunch of people, then I should be able to not talk to you." And then it's like, "Oh, well, how many people have you fucking?" Now we're doing this judge count, right? Which we shouldn't be
On the
doing.
past, by the way,
Yes, we shouldn't be doing this.
on something that it's not even relevant.
She didn't just fuck 20 guys this year. That's why it's like, we got to cut this shit out. But again, in those moments, people say, "Oh, everybody's different." No,
No.
you feel a specific way about women that fucked to so many guys, and you got your own number on how many it should be. That's crazy, but I get it. That's personal to you. Good luck. Good luck. Because you want a freak, though. You want a freak, huh? You gonna find that in church and she only fucked one guy?
Personal freak.
Come on, dude. Go get a hooker. Go get an escort. Because that's your best shot. Girls who are the kind of woman that guys want, per se, they have a body count. They have a body count. Because everybody wants that girl too.
Yep. You didn't need to just count it up as experience. Now, if it was something where she had gotten most of that body count within the last 6 months,
Oh, that's bad.
that's different.
Yes.
Because then she's still in that flow.
She could lie about that though.
Yeah, she's still in that flow. But
So really, you taking her word for it. She could lie about that.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna eventually have sex with her. You could be like, "Oh my God." And now you're just with her now. You got to find out how many niggas she had sex with by bumping into these niggas. "Oh shit. Susan. You know him?" "Yeah, you know." And then
boyfriend.
another one. "Susan. Like, oh, she kind of, you out here, huh? Do people know you? You got a show or something?" "No." Sue, Big Sue's.
I know when they start using nicknames.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah,
they get bad.
yeah. Hickory Cherry. You know? Bottom lip. Like, it's like, it's like, hey, you got a lot of guys know who you are. I don't like this.
Mm,
But he won't leave.
yeah.
He'll justify it. So, I get that people are different. Really mean it when you say it. That's all I'm saying. Really mean it when you say it. People are different.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever somebody wants to do or not do, how they feel, unless I'm out here killing people, don't think I can say that. Probably can edit that out. But unless I'm out here doing some malicious shit, I'm fine. I'm not the bad guy here. I'm not the bad guy. You gotta put this shit into context. What am I really doing wrong to people?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't done anything wrong to anybody, as aside from wanting to stay away from them. Stay away from them. I just want to stay away from you until things are okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends that I don't go around. I'm like, "Nah, you ain't good yet. I can't be around you because you got to get your shit together. I don't want to be around you and you not in the get your shit together mode.
Right.
And now you starting to irritate me with how you live in your life. Because I'm like, hey, bro, like you shouldn't be doing this. Like you good. Like don't do that. Ah, I'm fucked up. All right, bro, I'm good. I'm about to head out. Because now you're making excuses. No, I can't. I can't, bro. I can't be around you. That shit will bring me down.
Now, let me just ask you really quick on that. If you had somebody you consider your friend and they did come to you with a problem and they, were hoping to get someone to either provide them feedback or just listen,
Yeah.
would you be like, I can't be around you,
I'm
I'll
doing
bring
it
you down?
I'm doing it one time.
One time?
Yes.
Ooh,
I'm
wow.
I'm gonna tell you. I've been here before, trust me. And I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
man, look, I can't speak on a person, or I've been here with a couple people, and I've been like, hey man, look, do this, that, and the third, and do this, but don't do this shit over here no more. Cause that rubs people the wrong way. She don't like that. Like whatever the case is. It's like, don't do that, bro. Like you need to start doing this shit.
Right.
And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't realize that. Like, yeah, man, you gotta think about that. Like the way it comes off, bibbity bop. And then he'll go and keep doing what the fuck he wants to do. And I'm like, hey, you better not come to me about this shit again. Don't do it. Because I'll get pissed. I'm like, hey, man, if you don't want to listen to me, don't fucking listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pick and choose like, hey, man, all right, cool. You want to listen to me about this shit, but you ignore all of this over here. So that's selective friendship.
Okay.
I don't do that. And I'm upright with everybody. Yeah, I'm upright with everybody. Now, that's a lot of the reasons why I rub people the wrong way. Because I'm like, I'm going to tell you how I feel. And I'm going to keep it in a tight, bow. Because I don't want to piss people off. But I'm like, hey, man, look, I don't like that. Don't do it around me. Or I'll leave and you can do whatever you want to do. In your safety or in the comfort, I just won't be there.
Yeah.
That actually like encapsulates everything I'm saying. I can go and y'all can do whatever you want to do. Right? But I don't want to hear anything about what I'm doing wrong by not being around. I don't want to hear about that. Because I ain't doing shit. I'm just not around. And if I'm around, I'm gonna have to start saying shit, right? Because I'm here now. What's up? No. Oh, whoa, what's up with this? I gotta leave again. You know what I'm saying? I gotta leave again. It make me uncomfortable. So that encapsulates everything. Right. Don't feel bad about that. That's what I'm gonna close it with that. Don't feel bad about your own boundaries. If you have your own boundaries, that's fine. Fuck them. That's your boundary. Don't be fighting. All right, this is what I do. This is what I like. Anything else outside of that, I can't do it. Some people gonna like that. Fuck with them. Whoever don't like that, don't fuck with them. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's the safe one. You can't say easy peasy,
Wait, there's another one?
Yeah, there's a easy peasy Japanese.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, you can't say. I think that's racist. I think you can't say that. But let's talk about Diddy. It's a hell of a transfer. So Diddy dates a lot of beautiful women, right? I mean, look at Jennifer Lopez, just woof, right? Hard to be around, hard to be with. I heard.
Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, she even criticizes fucking water in restaurants. That's kind of weird. I don't think they're getting that shit from the faucet where you're going, but that's fine.
Yeah, you get to that point in life.
Yeah, and you look like that. I mean, maybe it is water or it's like children's blood or something.
Quick side note. I mean, think about your life where you get to the point where you can have any experience you want, human, natural, or otherwise.
Yeah.
Right? You can afford anything at the highest level. You would literally get bored because now there's nothing that's unachievable. And this is when you start doing crazy stuff. Like
that is right.
See that baboon in the zoo right there?
Yeah.
Can I eat his brains while he's living?
I don't know about that.
Or let me complain about the tap water. There you go.
That's a large jump though with the water. That's a large jump.
But I mean, but the point is that's when we look at stuff like that and we think, wow, that's pretty ridiculous.
Levels.
That's what it is. I mean,
levels.
You can afford everything else. It's like you find things now to like stimulate you.
Doesn't that say something about them being together at some point? Because she knows what he was doing. She knows. How do you not know?
Maybe it was early on. She did catch him early on.
Yeah, he been doing this shit for years. You don't just wake up and start hitting your wife. That's not how it works. That's why I'm like, you've been hitting her. That's why I'm like, no. You've been this guy, but nobody said anything. And we need to call these people out too. Don't let him be by himself. Hey, Jennifer, did you see anything? You hear anything that whole time you was together? I know that club shooting happened with you in it. You didn't see nothing ever? Oh, no comment. All right, well, she's suspect. So let's put her on the list too. Right? Young Miami. You was just recently with this man, and you've been implicated in doing some sexual things as well with some people, according to what he instructed you to do. What did you see? You see anything? You didn't see anything? Huh. Surprising. That's suspicious. Hey, put her on the list. Cause you seen some shit. We all see motherfuckers just be sitting outside kicking with the wrong people and just see some shit on accident. That's something like you in a motherfucking mansion.
The difference is people don't come to you and offer you a bag to
exactly
act like you didn't see it.
That doesn't mean you didn't see it. That means you're lying.
It does when someone asks you about it.
So everything is about money.
Of course it is.
Everything. Now, I'm not saying this as if it's not. I'm not saying this as if it's new to me.
Yeah.
I'm saying as far as like, okay, so if we want to just keep putting money on this, and money's the top key here, cool. This situation right here. Very, very lucrative men. 2 lucrative men. I would never hold my friend that way. You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe after a couple drinks, but I mean, it just at this point.
Maybe they were wrestling and they just fell back, and then it just happened to.
Yeah, I mean, they are
or maybe Diddy just like he was taking a picture with the girl, and Diddy just said, "I'm a what do you call
let me photobomb.
Photobomb.
I'm a photobomb.
Yeah, I'll just photobomb.
Yeah, I mean, the placement of the arms, oh, that's cool. But like they're in a jungle setting, so I think they might be like catching some kind of, you know. I mean, I don't know what you
That looks like a background.
Does it? That looks like they're in the actual jungle.
No, man, come on. Look how faded it is. Well, you would be dressed like that in the jungle.
If you would be Diddy be in Turks and Caicos and all other kind of shit.
Yeah, but that just looks like a picture to me.
Oh, they're just two.
It even has a shadow on it. You know.
Yeah, it was just two black men having a good time.
Good old time.
I think that's fine. That's fine.
It's funny when I put it into PowerPoint, it describes it as 2 men taking a selfie.
Yeah, there we go. That's all this is. Nothing wrong with this. Where's another? We got another picture here. Okay. I mean, I've looked at my food like that before.
Yeah.
Both pictures. With that man on the left, I've looked at my food like that before. And then that on the right, I remember one time when I first drank a Buzzball, that's the face I made. Or Four Locos. Remember how they tried to they had to take those off the shelf? They back on the shelf, but remember they were trying to take those off the shelf?
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh yeah, well from all my people that know about drinks.
Is that alcoholic then?
Yeah. It was a big one too.
Why? What happened?
Well, this shit was getting people super drunk.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's called Four Locos.
Okay.
So, you know,
the alcoholic content was just too high.
It was crazy. Mixed with sugar.
Oh my God.
You don't even want, I don't think you wouldn't even want 1 Loco, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
0 Locos for you. But that's the face I made when I drank it. I was like, woo boy.
Yeah, that does look, I mean, in the context of that just being a still image, it looks like
for a still image.
Yeah, it looks like it's it can be misconstrued.
Yes.
You don't really know what's happening.
I don't know. We don't know. We can't just be jumping to conclusions here.
No, we can't.
Okay. Now, if Diddy is doing something suspicious and weird, according to some people, that's his business.
Yeah, maybe it's in Diddy's living room when he has 2 TVs, and maybe he's looking at one TV and the other guy's looking at
he's pretty close. Unless he can see that TV to Diddy's cheeks.
No, he's just trying to move his head around.
Oh, okay.
He just caught him at the right moment.
With his arm, he's like, hey, man.
Yeah, he's caught him at the right moment.
LeBron about to score.
No, wait, I don't see an arm. Is that his arm?
That's his arm.
That is his arm. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He got his arm on him. And then Diddy's like, woo. You know? That's not weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all have on white. Everybody's always matching.
Let's say this though.
Okay.
If Diddy or anybody else engaged in bisexual / homosexual behavior.
Yes.
So what?
That's fine.
So what? I mean, granted, we all didn't know that all our favorite rap stars.
That's not our job.
But at the end of the day, so what? There's lots of people doing that.
It's not our job.
Really,
to know that.
Really, the only thing to be judging them by is based on, number one, if they've come out against those actions in the past verbally, and like really talk crap about those groups of people who engage in that behavior.
No, not that.
That'd be one.
Not that one.
But the other one would be if they committed criminal acts in the process of doing this, which is like coercing people to do things for favors or whatever, or
That one,
younger, people who are not of age,
especially that one.
right?
That one's not gay. That's like straight
Right, right,
young
right.
women.
Or selling certain people or certain
Yes.
services to other
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Those are the things that we should really
And
focus on.
we forgot one.
Okay.
The other one is using that kind of lifestyle
Yeah.
that some people may be suspicious about and might be thinking about dabbling into. And I am saying dabble, right? People who don't want nobody to know that come over,
Mhm.
and he used that against them.
Blackmail.
That's not cool.
Blackmail.
That's not cool. Cause he don't want nobody to know that he's
Yeah.
doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
That's not cool,
at
bro.
the same time, though, it's sort of
What do
like
you mean?
it sort of goes back to the argument of you took the job, right? You did it. You did the act. Come on.
I get that,
You know
but you
what I
did
mean?
it under the guise of not nobody's gonna know this.
Ah,
And if he got a goddamn video on it, that's fucked up.
okay.
Then he's like, I'm gonna put this video out if
No,
you don't do my
okay. So
music
this
video.
this is one where I'm not gonna let him get away with that. Personal responsibility. Come on now. If you
Come on,
walk
that's
into
crazy.
somebody else's
crazy.
environment and engage in a sexual act, you can't later on be like, "Well, I didn't know they had a recorder." It doesn't matter. You engage, and it's not your environment. You had
You
no
know
control
what?
of the environment.
That's true.
So there's no complaints. It's
That's
no
true.
excuse. If he blackmails you later on, that's on you.
Yeah. So I guess the only thing that Diddy could be really in trouble for to me
Yeah,
is the human trafficking.
if that existed,
Yeah.
which I haven't seen anything about that
Allegedly.
yet.
Yeah, but they've been talking that's in the clouds with that one.
Okay.
The domestic violence with Cassie, that's obviously on video now.
Yeah, but they can't
Oh yeah.
they can't press charges.
Yeah. But we seen it though.
Yeah.
So we could now
Now-
that's public consumption.
Yeah, and probably what's going to happen is some other people are going to come forward.
Yes.
But even if it's a statute of limitations issue,
Yes.
sorry. But I would also think if they already settled it or something like that,
That's
they can
true.
come back.
Yeah. Then now they just be bringing it up for clout at that point. Like, oh yeah, this
Sure.
happened to me unless it's on the NDA.
Sure.
But he probably assumed I paid you off. She's not gonna say shit. It's been 15 years.
Right.
But people resurfaced it. They ain't signed no NDA. Oh shit, they about to use that as a story now.
Well, I'm sure if you paid them off, they signed an NDA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And lawyers are involved.
We need to get more NDAs out here. But my issue was that he got kids. Like King Combs, which is a horrible name, by the way. But but you got kids. I know it's kids. That's the thing. People are looking at this. Like your kids see you do these things, and I'm not talking about sexually. I'm just talking about just unscrupulous situations that a child, no matter the age, I don't want to see my son. I want my son to see that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't care how old he is. I mean, can you believe the kind of stuff that the person's seeing in Diddy's house?
All right. So let's be real for a minute.
Okay.
All right. So Diddy's 14-year-old son walks up to him, says, "I saw you come out of the room with that guy. What's going on?"
Yeah.
And Diddy says to him, "Son, look around you. You see this house? You see that pool? You see that room? Your room is so big. You got all of these things. You see this industry we're in? This is part of it. This is
Okay.
part of it. Now, you growing up in an environment where, it's more acceptable than ever to be of a different gender or to change your gender, to be all of that stuff.
That's true.
This is life
That's
today."
true. Damn, I didn't
And,
think about that.
And so the kid would probably be more like, "Oh, okay," than anybody else,
Ah, shit.
So there you go.
Yeah. What do you say about him being Justin Bieber when he's 15 for 2 days?
Well, can anybody prove anything?
No, they can't.
There you go. And Justin Bieber ain't gonna say, because you got to remember
Justin Bieber ain't
too.
gonna say shit.
You got to remember too. He's probably launching careers. with
Yeah, he
this.
is.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, are you gonna look at the man who basically gave you your start? You know what you did.
Yeah, of course.
Now granted, forget the underage people. I'm talking about people who are over 80.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
know what you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And this man gave you money to be quiet, and this money launched your career.
And opportunities.
You're just gonna be like, well, you know what? I got nothing to say.
And it's been so long ago.
Yeah, I got nothing to say.
And people block that shit out. They be like, that ain't my life no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I put this up. Little Baby. I thought that was weird seeing him in like a sandwich like this.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, it's Little Baby.
Oh, I
He's
thought
like
it was
he's supposed to be like a
I thought it was
thug.
Nelly for some
Nah,
reason.
Nelly wouldn't do that. But Nelly got Ashanti on his arm. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Shouts to Nelly. He got her back.
Ashanti?
Yeah.
I met her.
Oh my
once.
God.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah, I met her.
Hands down, most beautiful woman, black woman I've ever seen, Ashanti. and this comedian named Takara. Jesus.
Really?
Oh,
All time?
Takara. I got Takara.
Halle Berry?
Yes. I got Takara on top of Ashanti. Fuck, Halle Berry, Nia Long, move aside. Takara, if you were to make a black woman superhero, full body, it's her. She looks amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
You gotta hang out with people who do the stuff you like to do. You have to.
Yep.
Like I can't work out with
You
people
like her?
who not my size.
Man, she's amazing.
Because when I work out with women who not my size, they want to do shit. Bitches my size.
She's amazing.
Okay.
Her Instagram is even better. I'm like, she did a stand up with like some like shorts. I was like, what is going on? This ain't even this isn't okay. Like she's too thick to wear shit. Like you like, I feel like the kids with the teachers. You're like, should you be wearing this here?
Well, wait. Let me make sure I understand. You're saying you're putting her on the top of your list of most beautiful women?
Yes.
This lady?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Are you saying that? Are you reassuring because you disagree with me?
I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
I accept that this is your preference.
What do you think about her?
I don't know enough about her.
I'm not
first time
as men.
As
men, you can go through a couple, look at a couple.
All right.
Here.
You know
what I'm saying?
Let me blank the screen while I go. Just cruise through social real quick.
Yeah. Her Instagram is.
Okay, so let me just do this.
I ain't never seen a woman built like that unless they paid for it. Never seen it. It's always fake. It's always fake. She didn't get no work done, man. Don't you dare even think she got work done. Come on, Saul. Look at that's a full figure woman. She's beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay, so
that's a full figure woman. Saul.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
And all right, say what you're gonna say. Because I hear it. I hear your voice.
Nothing to say.
No, you do. Say what you
I appreciate the fact that you think.
No, don't say that again.
Beautiful woman.
Don't say that again. You tell me what you think. Don't. Oh, it's her face. Her face is a problem.
No, I'm not saying it's a problem.
All right,
but if you say a woman is beautiful,
yeah,
that's the first thing you're looking at is her face.
She's beautiful.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, all right. But tell me what you think.
I think she's a good-looking woman.
But you don't think she's up there?
I think she's attractive. I mean, I think in my opinion, I've seen other women that I think are more attractive.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
But that's all.
Yeah, that's what's up. You
play. I don't necessarily have a preference for full-figured women like this.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that sucks. You like skinny girls?
I like. How would I say? See, I don't even want to go down this road.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, in a bad position.
All right, yeah, it's all good, man.
And in general, this picture aside, forget all that.
Yes,
I typically like women who are proportionate in their body size.
Proportion. So she okay.
That's it. I didn't say she.
All right.
Nothing to do with.
I'm gonna drop it.
There we go.
All right, but let's get to some shit we don't have any control over. I got a video for you guys that might piss you off a little bit, but you can't do shit about it apparently. There we go.
You took a video.
You got some volume on that?
That's my daughter. Take it off your phone.
Just record.
It was the cart. Off. Let's see the video. That's disgusting. The cart. Get him. Absolutely not. No.
So what did he do?
So he allegedly was recording her 14-year-old daughter while she was walking through Target.
Oh.
Yeah. She on a mission too. All right, mama.
Wow.
All right, mama.
So I guess the fact that his pictures on this video means he got busted or arrested?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Well, to a degree.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But not really, no.
You want help?
I mean, that's a mugshot, isn't it?
How about this?
Yeah, but it's
This
a
guy's
previous
taking
one.
videos of underage girls at
Oh.
Target.
Yeah.
No.
For mom's permission.
No, you didn't have my permission, you fucking pervert.
So who's following the daughters?
Yeah, the
doing
daughter has
video?
a card, yeah.
Did he say anything? Did he touch you at all? Like try and grab you or do anything like that? I obviously understand your concern as a parent of an underage. Nonetheless, I will try and find the vehicle. We have cameras all around, and they have the make and model of the vehicle, so we can look it up, try and find out who he is. Nonetheless, and tell them like, hey, like it's disturbing.
Knock it off.
What happened at Target?
Well, you tell me what happened.
That'll work.
I want you to tell me what happened at Target. You were there.
I was in the. I was.
So they
at
found
that,
him.
Yep.
The facility there. I was in the parking lot. I went to TJ Maxx, didn't find what I was looking at.
Okay, you never went inside Target?
Went in there for a minute. And
Okay.
a lady recognized me, and she was not happy to see me. So
Okay.
she said, "Who was that lady?" Oh, I couldn't tell you.
How did she recognize you?
My face.
Why do you say-
Google me.
When was the last time you were arrested?
For quite some time.
Okay, what was it for?
Breaking the law.
Wow.
They got the wrong password.
I just watched you put in the right one.
Gentlemen, I don't know what I'm saying.
You can show me on.
Why are you signing out of your Apple ID?
He signed out of his Apple ID. So they couldn't get the video.
Mm.
So he got caught recording a young girl, teenager,
yeah.
right? The mom, I guess the girl told her mom, the mom walked up on him, you know what I'm saying, pulled some,
Right.
walked up on him like Kendrick Lamar. And tried to get his phone from him, which is kind of risky because he could have knocked you out.
Right.
I mean, this guy at some point, you gonna put an animal in the corner like that? And he's a husky guy. He could have caught her with a hook, and it had been justified, low key.
Yeah, but at the same time, his behavior was just evidence that he knew he was doing something.
Of course. And then he like, you can't stop him. So it's like, all right, he has a video of your daughter on his phone now, which is crazy. But like we said, everybody's on their phone. So sometimes it's
Yeah.
hard to even catch shit like that.
Yeah.
Shouts to her for being aware, but cops, they couldn't even do anything. They said, we don't have proof. We can't find proof.
Right.
You can't forcefully, hey man,
Yeah.
take it to let them in the lab go through his phone. No, we can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So right now it's just he said,
He said,
she
she
said.
said.
So he can go home and he gonna have a great time with that video. Right?
Yeah.
So cops are just insurance. I say this all the time to everybody. I know that they out here shooting people sometimes, but it's very rare that the right people. It's so rare.
Wait, say that again.
Okay.
They're not shooting the right people?
Yeah, there's people who end up in the back of the damn cop car who's killed many people.
Right.
And they don't get shot.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, so how are we picking here? How are we choosing? You know what I mean? Because I don't get it. But it's so many police. So we can't just say every cop does this, right? There are some cops that have to control their emotions, like we talked about, and you can't just pop off on somebody because he touched a little girl. You can't do it. They want to do it.
Yeah.
They probably want to do it, but they can't do that. And then you have instances in videos where you see where there's always a video where they popped one inside of a black guy that was unarmed, and they're like, oh, why they kill him? No. It's because there's so many police. You can't dictate which cop is going to be. It's impossible, right? But we see shit like this, or women calling saying this guy is freaking me out. He's following me.
Yeah.
Did he do anything? No. Well, we can't do anything.
So I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you saying if this guy was black, you think?
No. Race had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Race had nothing to do with that. I'm talking about the different scenarios that other people will bring up.
Okay.
Where it's like, well, why did Dylan Roof was able to get put in the car, but they killed George Floyd? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like he was selling cigarettes. It's like this dude wasn't out here trying to murder anybody. He was selling cigarettes on the corner. Like that shit shouldn't have happened. But Dylan Roof killed people at a church, and I don't know if they really got a McDonald's. I don't know that. But if they did, that's crazy.
Story. Okay.
That's crazy.
So race aside, you're saying
Race aside.
why do certain police officers
Not me.
or-
That's what people would say.
right. In certain situations.
Yes.
This guy gets treated this way.
Yes.
This guy's treated.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's tons of reasons for that. Number one, I mean, it's sort of like how people say on January 6th, they just let those people walk into the Capitol. Yeah, but the other side of that is, well, if you're a police officer
Mhm.
and there's a mob of thousands of people coming your way
Yeah.
that you can't stop, and if you act aggressive toward them, they could stomp you.
Of course.
What are you going to do?
Of course.
And so two different frames of thought. So
And you can't just start shooting them either.
no, so
cannot do that.
It could easily be just dependent on the situation. Like you said, these guys felt like they had no proof. They felt like the guy was not a danger.
Yeah.
He complied to until they got to the point where
And
they're trying to
within the
get the
realm of
phone.
their control,
Right.
there was nothing they could do about the situation.
Right, exactly.
Now, again-
and the fact that He didn't touch her.
Yes.
I mean, and this is not
We
me. Let's
yeah.
just be
You got
real.
disclaimer. Yeah.
He didn't touch her.
Mhm.
It wasn't like it was some upskirt shots or anything like that.
Yep.
It was just him.
Well,
maybe
we don't know that.
Well, evidently, the way the lady was talking, I would think if it was upskirt, she would have said something. But the fact that he was pointing the phone at his daughter,
Yeah.
more than likely, it was pictures of her face, maybe her chest area, things like that.
Yeah.
And so the cops are going,
Well, it was
not that big of a deal.
Well,
maybe.
regardless of
right?
what shots he got, they couldn't see it because he got it with Apple ID.
Right.
So I mean, if he had an Android, he'd been fucked.
Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna say, all right, we're gonna get in this phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's funny because it's like people gonna shit on Android. But it's funny because
that's all I use. Is
yeah, but
Android.
people you go to Android. Ooh, no, when I see that bubble,
green text bubble.
yeah. I stopped talking to that. I'm like, y'all pieces of shit, bro. But again, cops are still insurance. They're walking insurance. Like you can call a cop about some shit that hasn't happened yet, with the possibility of it happening, and they can't do anything to deter it. They cannot deter unless you live in a luxurious community. Live in a community that has a lot of money, they'll show up. Hey, we don't cut this shit out. Will you live over here? Like all the questions, leave. We're gonna stay here till you leave, right? Notes, names, your family, your dog. They got all of that. You know, they know where you live at. Like there's more care being put in them places.
All right. Well, let's just make sure you have some context. In a situation where you have that, you probably have private security, and their job is to
Well, not not on a residential street. No, that's a gated community. Yeah,
yeah, you might,
but in Beverly Wood, no. Beverly Wood is just an open city.
So if you're just walking down the street, they'll come up on you and be like,
if somebody says there's a person walking around looking weird and look like he's taking pictures of children, they're showing up and they're gonna be like, hey, you need to get the fuck out of here. Like,
so you don't think if somebody made that phone call in the middle of Compton that
no,
cops would show up?
Not really. No,
taking pictures of children.
There's more things to do.
Waving guns at.
You know what I'm saying? We worried about we want drugs and guns. Okay, we'll be there. We'll be there. I'm not saying they'll never show up, but I've seen situations where it took them. I take you an hour rolling the precincts right there. You just get another guy. Take somebody from the desk to come help us. Just put a car here. You know what I mean? Just the car roll through. You know what I mean? It could be the mail boy.
Do you know there are services that will they'll take a security vehicle and just park it in your complex and just leave it there for the week just to show you have some presence?
I like that.
Don't even have an officer. They just leave the car there.
I like that. I didn't know that they do that. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
See?
I also did you also know that if you're a city and you can't afford your own police department, you can basically rent the county sheriffs to be your police department.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the way it works. That's why certain cities will have Torrance PD. They have their own police department. Huh?
What about the J community?
The J community?
They got their own police.
Well, it depends. It depends because it's a city. It's a municipality.
That's just in the middle of LA, though.
Yeah, but I'm not. No.
Okay.
And besides, LA has its own police department. It's called the LA.
So why can they have their own?
Like Carson. I live in Carson. Carson doesn't have the Carson Police Department.
I know.
Carson has the LA County.
You're making my point.
Because evidently they don't want to spend money. It's cheaper to lease from the county than to make your own department.
That's wild.
Not really when you think about it. You don't own your own podcast studio.
Yeah, but
because it's more efficient for you to come here.
I don't know if that's the same thing though. You guys got your own cops? What? Like if we was in the black neighborhood, can we just have our own cops? They'd be like, we want our own cops.
Well, Compton could say we're gonna have our own cops, our own police department.
And it'll be specifically for these people.
This city.
No.
What do you mean?
I don't think they're out here trying to pound a pavement on anybody. They're making sure that these people are safe.
The only point I was making with that is that a city can have its own police department.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. If you see a navigator with the words on the side, they're not helping you, unless you know. But yeah, you're right. You're right. I drive past there all the time. One of the stores is close to there. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on over here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's shouts to y'all, man. Y'all really making moves. But cops and insurance. Rape before it happens. You can stop a rape before it happens. You can stop it. Usually you can stop it.
Yeah, but then you're infringing on people's rights, and that's the line you're always walking. You can't just because see, people get mad when they say, "Oh, you're profiling me." You just walk up on somebody who's just walking down the street. What are you doing here?
I'm
Why?
not saying
I'm not breaking
jump-
any laws.
Yeah, I'm not saying jump out and be like, "Ey," and just put them in a sack,
Yeah.
but be a show up and be
Yeah,
like,
but
all right, let's.
It's the same
hey.
thing though, because like if I'm walking down the street and you pull up on me and shine your light on me,
yeah,
saying, can we help you? What are you doing here? Where are you going?
It's
like, what do you care? I'm not breaking any laws. I'm just walking down the street. This
but
is
they
public
do
property.
it anyway, though.
Okay, but it's technically against. It's violating a person's rights.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So what?
And most people don't know that, and they go along with it.
Yeah.
But nowadays you're starting to see more videos of people.
You are.
Oh, I know my rights, and some of those are just downright combative to get.
It is because we've seen them. We're like, all right, you didn't have to do all that.
But other ones where they're saying, look, why are you pulling me over? Why are you? I haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah.
You can't just you don't have a right to just come up on me like that. Because I always think to myself, if I was a 50-year-old white guy, would you be walking up on me like that?
Yeah, that's true.
I
mean, we're talking about race now.
Yeah. Well, we're black. We always talk about race.
But
it's sort of part of the narrative.
But I think to a degree, this conversation surpasses race because we're talking about actions that happen to some people who call and they use a call for a deterrent. And it's like, hey man, I've called about this guy a couple of times.
Yeah,
Nobody's done anything.
But you've also identified. You've also said in certain communities those calls would be more prevalent, and you're not basing it on race.
Yeah, that's true.
You're basing it on financial income, right?
Yes, and
but a lot of those follow the
race.
same racial lines.
That sucks.
It is. It is what it is.
All right, I don't want to end the show like that, but but as always, you guys are the best. We're here. And we're saying it out loud. Just be yourself. Be the best of you, or whatever the fuck people say nowadays. Be the best you or some shit. I don't know.
Don't let other people define who you like, what your preferences are.
Whatever
be you.
whatever life is, whatever your life is, whatever you like in life, or whatever. Love is love, and black is black, and white is white, and dark is night.
I was trying to sum up your previous point. You just diluted.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
you just totally diluted it. The sky is blue.
I'm a poet, but we're not afraid of a line because of what it looks like. We're afraid of its reputation, like his answer.